Hi, and welcome back to our January activity of daily living workout number 3. So the activities of daily living workouts are our intermediate workouts. They're generally the ones that we do in-house. Most people can do these without a problem, okay? So that is the workout. The rep scheme today is going to be in a superset format, which means we do two exercises, paired back to back. We do both exercises for 9, repeat for 12, repeat for 15. We're done with those, move on to the next 2 exercises, and so on. So that's how we superset. So 2 exercises back to back until we're done with the particular reps. All right, so the equipment that you will need for today, you'll need a set of dumbbells. We'll need a kettlebell. We'll need something to sit to stand on, something sturdy to step up on. And then we're going to need our bands. So you probably want your red band if you've got Rogue, or your orange band, so your medium and your lighter band. If you have your angle 90 handles, that's fantastic. If not, use a towel or whatever is comfortable for that. So let me just make sure that step up, sit to stands. All right, so we are good to go. The other thing, if I didn't mention it already, if you haven't done your mobilities, press pause on this, go do your mobilities for January, and then come back and join us here for the workout. So that being said, let's get started with our first exercise. All right, so this first exercise is called a dumbbell gunslinger clean and push press. Quite a mouthful, I know, but when I show you, it won't look as bad as it sounds. So we start in our gunslinger position. So we bring our weights down, either side, nice hinge. We use our hips to pull the weights up, rotate them at the shoulders, and do a little dip and a press, okay? So that your hips get involved in this movement to help with momentum and get the weights up overhead. All right, so again, show you in slow motion. We do a little hinge, face the camera here. Do a little hinge, pull up, use your hips, bring them here, and a little thrust, getting those big reach biceps alongside the ears, okay? So I'll show you in real time. We hinge and up. So notice how I used my hips. Here, I use my hips, do a little dip, and do a little push press, okay? So that is our dumbbell gunslinger clean and push press. We're gonna pair that with a kettlebell single arm hinged row, okay? So we're gonna do 9 on each arm. If you have your kettlebell, fantastic. Make sure you properly pick it up. We're gonna set one hand on the bench, square up to the bench, nice flat back, pushing our glutes back, digging into our hamstrings, nice flat back, shoulder up and retracted, and we're gonna row, okay? So you can row crossways, holding the weight in between your leg up here, or if it's more comfortable, you can do it on the outside of your leg. Your choice. Just keep that shoulder up and retracted, and we're essentially going from our knee to our hip, 9 on one arm, and then switch. So repeat the gunslinger clean and press, and then your row, 9 and 12 and 15. Once you're done with those 2 exercises, they are done. We move on to the next 2. So we're gonna do our kettlebell goblet sit to stand. So we hold our kettlebell in our goblet position, okay? First of all, have a seat. Make sure that your legs are in a good position. Your knees are over your ankles, okay? Your core is engaged, your shoulders are back and down. Your gaze is neutral, and we drive up through those heels, squeeze our glutes at the top, and lower back down with ease, okay? So drive through the heels, straight up, and have a seat, okay? For those of you, if you don't have a kettlebell, not a problem. We can use a weight. So using a dumbbell, holding it in the same position, straight up and straight down, okay? So those are the goblet sit to stands. And then we're gonna do an uneven step up. So what that looks like is take sort of a medium weight and maybe a heavier weight. So you have 2 separate weights. So right now I have a 7.5 and a 5 because that's what I have in front of me. And we're gonna do our single leg step up. So that's one leg and then we switch. So it doesn't really matter which side you hold which weight in. So I'm gonna put my left foot up here, okay? I happen to have my lighter weight in my left hand and my heavier weight in my right hand. That's just how it worked out. But we're gonna come up and use your core, step down, up, and come down. And then when you've finished, you can switch the weights. Be careful not to pinch your fingers. And then I'm gonna go with my right foot and step up with my left, okay? It's more challenging if you have the heavier weight in the leg that's stepping up, because then you're bringing up your leg weight plus the weight. But if you have your heavier weight on the opposite side, then you have to counter to not let it pull you over. So you decide which version feels good for you. There's no right or wrong. So those are your uneven load single leg step ups paired with your kettlebell goblet sit to stands. All right, so again, you do those for 9, 12, and 15. And our finisher is going to be 20 band reverse curls and 20 band tricep kickbacks. So we're going to get our biceps and our triceps here. So what we're going to do, hang on with me just a second. Okay, so for the reverse curls, it's a self anchor. So we stand on the band, okay? Hold your band with your palms down, hug your lats in, keep your elbows nice and tight, and we curl, okay? So I'm pulling up and apart, up and apart, keeping my shoulders down and back, squeezing those biceps, okay? So I'll show you from this angle. I'm squeezing up and apart, up and apart, okay? So we have 20 of those, and just make sure that you come out of your band safely. We'll go over to our triceps. So for sake of ease, I'm gonna grab my orange band because it's the one that doesn't have the handles right now. All right, so we're gonna hold our band with our thumbs up. Again, our elbows are hugged in nice and tight, and this is essentially the opposite action of the reverse curls. So instead of curling up, we are pressing down and apart, okay? So notice that my elbows are hugged in, my armpits are squeezed nice and tight, nothing else is moving. I'm just pressing down, my thumbs to the floor, thumbs to the ceiling, really getting that good squeeze in the back of my arms, okay? So 20 band reverse curls, 20 tricep kickdowns, repeat both of those 3 times. That is the meat of the workout. And then we cool down with a little 1 to 10 breathing. So that's where we inhale 1, exhale 1, inhale 2, exhale 2, so on and so forth until we get to 10. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed today's workout, and I look forward to seeing you back here again soon. Bye for now.